In this video, I'm going to talk about the 2021 property market crash. Are prices going to crash in 2021? So, my name is Simon Zutshi. I'm the author of Property Magic, the Amazon #1 property bestseller. I'm the founder of the Property Investors Network, and I've been investing in property for 25 years. What's hot on the lips of most investors right now is the property market going to crash in 2021? So let's look at some of the things that are happening and might influence the market. Ultimately, nobody knows with 100% certainty what's going to happen, but we can look at some of the factors that might contribute to a 2021 housing crash. So, the Bank of England have predicted that because of COVID-19 pandemic and the recession that's being caused because of the impact on businesses, that they believe property prices are going to fall 16%. Now, the Bank of England have got economists and statisticians coming out of their ears, and if that's what they feel based on all the data they've got access to, that's probably a pretty good idea. What do the government think? Well, the government have launched this initiative whereby they've removed stamp duty charges for first-time buyers up to £500,000 purchases until the 31st of March 2021. So is that going to stop the market crashing? Well, who knows? I think there are two things going to happen here. First of all, I think there'll be lots of first-time buyers who say, you know what, this is a really good time to get on the ladder and not pay stamp duty, so I think it's definitely going to stimulate demand. But I think we'll also see homeowners who might have been thinking about selling, saying, hey, maybe now's the time I should sell because it's going to be easier for people to buy. So whilst there's going to be an increase in demand from first-time buyers, there might also be an increase in supply. Who knows? We're going to have to wait and see. Think also about landlords. I predicted last year that in 2019 and in 2020, we'd see lots of landlords who are looking to sell their properties because of the impact of Section 24. Section 24 came in April 2017, whereby the government changed the way that we as property investors are taxed. We can no longer offset all of the interest we pay on a mortgage against our rental income to reduce our profit. What that means is if you own property in your own name, which most landlords do, and if you're a higher rate taxpayer, which many landlords are, and if you have a mortgage, which most property investors have, you're going to be paying a lot more tax on your rental income. This has led to a number of landlords changing the structure. They might have moved to a limited company, and also many landlords have decided to retire early. They think, why would I pay more money over the next few years? I've got the same amount of hassle, same amount of stress and work, and yet I'm paying more tax and making less money in my pocket. So we have seen investors in 2019 and at the beginning of 2020, before we went into lockdown, come to our Property Investor Network meetings looking to see if they can sell some of their properties. So you've got these landlords bringing their property to the market for sale as well. So I think because of all these factors, plus the fact you're going to have people who are currently on furlough, who maybe are not going to be on furlough when it comes to October. Lots of people are going to lose their jobs in October. We're going to have a massive increase in unemployment. People might not be able to afford their mortgage. They might decide to sell for that reason. So I think we're going to see a massive increase of property available in the market. Also in the commercial world, we're going to see lots of offices that are no longer required. I mean, I'm in what was the PIN offices now. I'm here for the last day of filming. We're just downscaling to a smaller office because most people are happy working from home. We're going to have just a smaller office. So there are lots of office spaces being become available. Retail, think about that. The shops and restaurants, the bars that are shutting down and are not going to reopen, unfortunately. It's a tragic situation, but the reality is going to be more and more commercial property available for sale. There are going to be some great opportunities for those people who know what they're doing. So should you wait? Should you wait to buy until the market hits the bottom if prices are going to come down? Well, that kind of makes sense. And you think, well, I want to buy low as I can. But the problem is this. Nobody knows when we're going to hit the bottom of the market. And actually on the way down, it's easier to negotiate good discounts because people think the market's still coming down. Once the market hits the bottom and everyone knows it's at the bottom and everyone thinks it's coming up, all sellers and the press and the general public think prices are coming up, sellers are less likely to give you discounts because they hope that somebody's going to come along and give them more money for their property. So I think waiting till we hit the bottom is a mistake. If you follow the 5 golden rules in property magic, golden rule number 1 being buy from motivated sellers. There are going to be lots of motivated sellers. Golden rule number 2 is we buy in an area with strong rental demand. So we must buy somewhere we can easily rent out. Rule number 3, it must make cash flow. Rule number 4, we're holding for the long term. And rule number 5, we always want a cash buffer. So if you look at rule 2, 3, and 4, we buy in an area with strong rental demand. It always makes cash flow and we're holding for long term. It doesn't matter if maybe we buy now or in the next 6 months and then a year later, it's worth slightly less because we're holding for the long term when prices will be able to recover to higher than we bought the property for. So my message is, this is going to be a golden opportunity to buy property. I believe the market's going to come down. I think we're going to see a UK housing market crash. I don't think it's going to be as bad as the property market crash in 2009, but I do think we're going to see prices come down. For those of us who are educated, ready to move, there are going to be some fantastic deals. My suggestion to you would be get educated so you know exactly what makes a great deal, you know how to find great deals in your area, and you get finance ready so when you find a great deal, you can move quickly. You know, I meet a lot of investors who tell me they wish they'd invested, they bought more property back in 2009, 2010, when most people were trying to sell property and the public was very anti-property. You know, you should be investing now. It's one of the best times to invest. Don't miss this 2021 property market crash, which I believe is going to be a golden opportunity to build your portfolio. And as long as you know what you're doing, a huge opportunity for you. So if you like this video, please press the like button. Please put a comment if you've got a question or you just want to make a comment about the video. Subscribe to the channel. I want to make sure you don't miss any of these educational videos we're putting out. Click on the bell as well so you get notified when any new videos are released. So my name's Simon Zutshi. Thanks for watching the video, and I encourage you to invest with knowledge, invest with skill.